Alright, here we fucking go. Last I played December 10th, 2025. I was 4,887, which isn't really that impressive because there were only 4,888 people playing the game at that time. But it sounds really impressive when I say it to my mom. So, in my review of the Bazaar, I said, the Bazaar, the third best deck builder ever made. The highs soar, but the lows are a Mariana Trench and you need to download a terabyte of patch notes into your brain every week to stay competitive. And having not played in 6 months, I could go through the patch notes and try and figure out what's going on, but I don't know who... I know who Pygmalion is, I know who Mac is. If Karnak is a character, I don't know who Karnak is. I know who Jules is. I'm well acquainted with Dooley. But the game's done downloading, so... I'm just gonna get right into it. No special welcome back to the game. I'm bronze 5. This should be great. We're obviously playing Vanessa. I guess you're Karnak. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did you come from, Karnak-eyed Joe? Alright, how's the game work now? So... Oh, I start with 15 gold and I just go straight to the first hour. Let me make sure my webcam's in the right spot. I'm pretty sure this spot has nothing important happen in it. Back in my day, Strange Mushroom gave an XP. Now, if you're Vanessa, Dooley, or Karnak, get a small silver to your friend. Sure. Mantis Shrimp? When you slow, okay. 2 ammo. We're up to a great start. I wonder if regen is as good as it was. Because regen on day 1 is basically like free win, if I remember correctly. You can even fight the snake. Jungle Ruins I also remember being really good. But aquatic items, if you start with 15 gold, surely you gotta send it. When you use another friend or food, charge this 1 second. Interesting. 8 seconds? I thought Piranha used to be really fast. Like 3 seconds. Paste the aquatic item to the right for 2 seconds. I mean, this is... Why is it on sale? Do things go on sale sometimes? I think Cove Fishing Rod might end up paying out. I'm not really sold on Piranha, and reroll seems more expensive than I remember. Let's go for Pyro. We have Sunburn. Firebomb, destroy this. Interesting. Lighter is just straight up 4 burn. When you sell this, your leftmost burn item permanently gains 1 burn. Oh my god. Okay, so you can't see it, but in the bottom left corner, when you hover over things, now it has like a descriptor of what it is. I'll move my webcam after this fight. We can still beat Pyro, that's a good sign.
Pathetic, as spineless.
You can also replay and recap. I think recap was in the game last I played, but I remember it being kind of difficult to fully understand what was going on. Let me move my webcam. Okay. Now you can't see the settings button. I'll try and keep an eye on it, but you see in the bottom left now, like it shows you shield and a little description of how it works. I like that. That's a really good change. I'll put this in my pocket. Hopefully we can get a better burn item. What does tiny furry monster do now? Actually, more important question, if I open How Bazaar on my second monitor, does it quit playing the audio for OBS? It does not. And you can still see it. Awesome. Maybe I can set it up 1 second. Okay, I want to try this out. I think with the way I have it set up now, I can toggle to display capture. And then you guys should be able to see what I have open and How Bazaar. I want to see tiny furry creature. Nope. You can as a merchant? Nope. Okay. Nothing for events. Alright. Let's see. A small tool could be anything. It could be a lighter. Sells non-weapon items could be lighter too. Or an upgraded cove with a seaweed. Okay, hold up. We now have an absurdly annoying build to deal with. I like that. Choose an enchanted small bronze tier, or it gives you 2 gold and teaches bronze tier skills. Enchanted small bronze item. Random enchantment. I know they changed the enchantments a bit to where it's not good anymore to put like burn and shield together, like you want to do burn and burn. At least that's how it was when I last played. So I'm interested to see how that works out. I'll take a bronze tier skill.
Is just one perspective. Youth has its own wisdom.
Aquatic items have plus 10 damage. Items have plus 5 shield. When you buy a weapon, gain 10 max HP. Rightmost burn item has plus 2 burn.
I spent half
Sure.
my life mastering that technique.
I'm already falling into the beginner Bazaar trap where you like start building way too heavy into the first synergy you see. With only 2 gold, I think I have to take the abandoned chest. Is the skill random? Yeah. Note to self, skills random. Did it say random skill? Don't play that back. Would it be absolutely insane if I just cut the mantis shrimp for a fishing rod? Like, this build looks so stupid and bad, but Mac is a poisoner.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I've seen my share of storms. Okay. Yep, poison. And regen. Okay, we lose. Unless he doesn't have scaling. We have scaling, and he doesn't. So maybe we win. It's kinda gonna come down to lucky timing with the sandstorm. I feel like I'm at a casino and like throwing money at the table as it goes. It's my favorite part about the Bazaar. Okay, we tie. It used to be if you tie, like you die to the same tick of damage, it still counts as a win for you. Hell yeah. Okay. We didn't lose day 1 with our trash build, which is a huge step in the right direction. Fishing rod's definitely the weak link of the build right now, and I don't really like running super defensive builds on Vanessa, which is the only character I play. Abandoned ruins, medium items. So I don't know if I'm like imagining it, but it's feeling like I get less gold than I'm used to. 4 regen could be really good. But let's see what abandoned jungle ruins do now. Small silver tier weapon or apparel from any hero. Gain 3 regen, which is just worse than what I got offered, or 3 loot items. 3 loot items could be really good with Cove. That's pretty good. I actually want to do it like this. Well, first I want to test, will this work? No. That feels like that should have been fixed a long time ago, but I love the Bazaar. I love the Bazaar. This Lickit used to be an absolute troll. Is Lickit in merchants? No. She... Okay. I'm pretty hesitant to get treats from Lickit. I'm not sure how... I mean, we have the skill for a small burn item. A lighter I'm excited to see. In fact, I feel like maybe even this is warranted now. Is Shadow Cloak still as OP as it was? I'm not gonna check on how Bazaar.
Ah, fresh roadkill.
When you use the item, it is! Well, unless the meta is like shifted to where it's not good anymore, but if I get it, I'm using it. Probably on the lighter. What is this? 4% crit chance? It seemed unlikely, but oh well. Now you may notice our build does like no damage.
Watch your back.
Which may be a problem as we go a little bit deeper. One big problem I have with how the recap shows burn in particular is burn's damage. Like, this isn't 50 damage. Burn's damage scales in a weird way that isn't well represented. This is interesting. Safe has been changed. Find a cash. We'll hold on to that, I guess. You should just pretty much sell it immediately. And it would be 4 things to sell for Cove, but we'll hold off for a second. Small items. We have 15 gold, but this one's shining yellow. It's gotta be golden. Random skill from any hero or select a skilled trainer. If I pay 15 gold to select a skilled trainer, do I get a free skill from them, or do I get the opportunity to go buy a skill from them? 15 gold is really expensive. Haste and charge or crit. Haste and charge used to be like the instant pick meta.
You can think yourself fast.
First time you use an item each fight, haste 1 poison for 2 seconds. First time an enemy falls below half, charge your items 1 second. First time you haste each fight, freeze an item for 2 seconds the first time you haste each fight. Okay. That actually... We're about to level up. That makes it worth pulling the fishing rod out, in my opinion. Bronze tier aquatic, bronze tier ammo. 2 gold and bronze tier loot, or bronze tier item. What does find a cache of riches mean? Look for spare change. Maybe that's like Pygmalion stuff. I'm pretty sure that's native as a Pygmalion card. The bronze tier aquatic item might be Bernacuda? Haste an adjacent item for 1 second. Okay, maybe now we don't have to pull out the fishing rod. An adjacent item. I think I actually want it like right here. We have no money to buy aquatic items. Find a strange mushroom. I don't know, maybe this... Give me a small silver tier friend, I guess. We'll take another Bernacuda. This build looks absolutely horrendous, but maybe seaweed carries. When you use another friend or food, charge this 1 second. We use... Well, our friends have ammo. May as well sell the med kit. And I'm tempted to sell the safe just to make our cove significantly stronger against pig. I don't know what pig does right now. He's scary. I'll sell the piranha.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
We have the same max HP somehow. Okay, so he's scaling with a double hit item. I think it's Jover for this round.
You can learn a lot from losing.
I can learn a lot from losing. Thank you, pig. Thank you. Wow. Restorative Orange Piggles L. The burn item to the left gains 1 burn. Oh, Waits is giving all of his items 10 attack. Yeah, maybe there's a way to win that if we're playing a faster build, but right now our build is kind of trash. You know when the sun, seemingly at random, just like goes behind a cloud and then the entire lighting shifts? What's up with that? But anyway... Buying non-weapon items or tiny furry monster. Doesn't this guy give you something special if you have a friend? If you have a friend, choose a skill. Okay. I like skills. Your items have +1 burn. Okay. Maybe the burn build can come together. Buys your small items at +1 value? And we got another piranha. Fishing rod thinks it's a fishing net, I guess.
Do you have any really small
Wanted
things?
poster. Barrel is probably better than Cove. Let's think about this. So the piranha can go.
It's like the baby birds that
And then
water.
I have to decide if I actually want to force this burn build or not. Or I could reroll. Could put the wanted poster out, but I don't think that's a good idea. I like the star chart. Let's just reroll. Rifle. Rifle got reworked. That looks like it sucks. Jet bike. When you use an adjacent item, it and this start flying. When you use another flying item, charges 1 second. There's a crazy build here. With like lighter and a Bernacuda. Like, I think crazy enough to sell the fishing rod.
Really my size, but I guess I'll take it.
We buy that. Okay, and here comes the part of the video where I concoct the worst deck imaginable. Paste in adjacent item for 1 second. Lighter goes off every 3 seconds. This will give burst damage. I don't know. Let's try it out. The Pygmalion fight made me feel like we're really slow. I don't know who Mutant Baker is, but this guy's breathing fire. And we have some burn going on. I would happily rebuild my entire deck around a fiery cutlass.
My punishment.
Could put it right next to jet bike. In fact, please. Or your burn items have 10% crit chance. That's not bad. Get a burn item. Okay. Okay.
Now this is how you win a war.
Maybe an ammo skill? Maybe we upgrade the seaweed? Jet bike is not an aquatic item. What does upgrading lighter do? 5 burn. Oh, right. They changed it to where you can see what the upgrade does when you hover over it. I think the seaweed upgrade is unfortunately just the most important one right now. We don't really have money, but we could sell the cove. Actually, what we can do is we can put this next to the cove. Am I crazy? This is starting to look like an actual good build. I guess I'll get humbled here in a second. And I'll take 3 chocolate bars. I'm not memeing, it's just to buff the cove, I swear. Okay. And it's against the Dooley. This will be the ultimate test. Is this build fast enough with a fallback of survival on the seaweed? I don't really know what Dooley does right now, but let's see how it goes. Okay. I think it's working. He has a scaling shield though, and my shield does not scale. Okay, so running out of ammo on the Bernacudas is quite a problem. This went off 4 times. I'm trying to identify the weak link here. I'm getting a bit worried. Just a little bit. Non-weapon items or skills. Skills can really make the difference. It's like infrastructure. An extra second of freeze. It's something. 2 XP. Did we buy the star chart? We didn't buy the star chart, so I don't really want to go to the docks. I'll take 2 XP. That seems pretty good. Can we take Hellbilly? Blood Reef Raider has Crow's Nest, which could be really funny. We only have 1 weapon. He also has the cannonball, which could be pretty good with the Bernacudas, maybe?
Fight that coral! We're routed!
Let's see. I also wouldn't say no to a powder horn. The Barracudas go off really fast. Okay.
Rally,
With a
men!
powder
Blades to
horn,
the wind!
I think maybe we replace one of the Barracudas. And then now we can run this. This seems right. This seems pretty good. Silver tier skill.
Grim and stoic? You came to the wrong Sphinxian. I believe in joy.
We don't have many friends. First time you use a large item each fight, freeze an item for 3
We
seconds.
made progress today. I'm proud of you.
I think we're getting somewhere. I think... And we could buff the Cove. By selling... Nah, I don't really like that idea. That's kind of the only idea. Like, why not? Will it go down as one of the worst plays I've ever made? Maybe. But how often do you get to run something like this? Help wanted, urgent deliveries.
It's just a box, okay?
When you sell this to
box is a
Sylvia, get an
box.
enchanted item and 1 XP. Okay. So this could, when you sell this to JJ. Okay, so this is like a puzzle where... Interesting. I'm going to take this one
Hey, that's what I'm
just
talking
because
about.
it could
My
be
hero and
an
whatnot.
upgrade for Jet Bike or Cove. And this Vanessa seems to be in a worse spot than me because she
My
lost
fight
day
isn't
1,
with
so
you, but if you
surely we have
insist.
this one, right?
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
7 region. The hell is this? Frog Hollow. Well, I'll let play first. See what happens. I think I'm winning.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Okay. So our main issues, we don't have any scaling except for seaweed, it looks like. Some scaling would be really nice. When you use a friend, heal 20 and poison 2. When you stop being enraged, haste your items for 3 seconds. Enrage. Reach 100 rage to become enraged, removing slow and freeze from your items. When enraged, your item cooldowns are reduced by 10%. What is... It doesn't seem there's anything giving them rage, so I wonder if this is even a Vanessa card. Fascinating. Well, we won a day, at least. I would prefer to get a 10 win on my first game back, just because it would be really nice, but that seems to be asking a bit too much. Oh, they added music for the block party. And a loose array. This isn't a friend or array, so I don't think that's quite going to work. Ammo item could be interesting, but we just have... I think I want my next merchant to be JJ. And see what I get. So instead, until then, I'm going to keep going in on the gumballs. The Cove will come back around. I remember Preening Duelist has like an OP item. I could really use the gold from fighting Trash Town Mare. It'll also be a good test of how our deck is doing, because I think our deck is pretty good right now, but let's see.
If you're so tough, let's hear your foreign policy plan.
I think our deck is working pretty well. Like, we have damage, we have burn to kind of chip away while we're waiting for that damage. Unfortunately, there isn't a way to set up where Burnacuda is our rightmost item and still working with Jet Bike. A temporary shelter is interesting, but it's probably just gonna be 12 gold. A silver tier loot item that we can put on the Burnacuda. That's Ande, not JJ. 3 silver tier spare change and JJ. Okay. So let's see what does this do? Oh, it just adds it to my inventory. It doesn't... Okay. On the other hand though, Stealth Glider, 4 seconds, an item starts flying, haste 2 items for 1 second. Could that work well with the Jet Bike? When you use another flying item, charge this 1 second. So temporary shelter isn't making it. Stealth Glider. You take 10% less damage for each non-glider flying item you have. That could be really good. Like, this and this are flying. This is flying. And then an item starts flying. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Like, maybe we could replace the lighter with the cove, but I don't think we need to do that. We also don't have enough space for it. Let's just work with this for a second. Also, what does Pufferfish do? When you haste, charge this 2 seconds. Okay. So it went back to being broken? I have 32 gold. So I should be buying and selling stuff for the cove as well. The coral... Yeah, no, none of that is exciting. Maybe I should have bought and sold some of it for the cove that I'm not running right now. Honestly, this looks really weird, this build. I don't know how it's going to go, because we're basically replacing our guaranteed shield that doesn't give any other type of utility for taking less damage and hopefully getting Jet Bike off more often. And we're kind of neck and neck with this Vanessa, so let's see how it goes.
But if you insist, I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
So it looks like this is some sort of ammo build with torpedo. So taking less damage on a one-shot build may end up being insanely
I've
useful.
got another salvo with me.
Okay. If I remember correctly, Stealth Glider was actually in the game before, but it was something stupid like you have invisible for the first 2 seconds of combat. That, taking 40% less damage and being able to survive the torpedo one-shot, because this was at like 1,000 attack. I'm starting to feel a lot more confident in this. Seaweed only healed for 55. Seaweed appears to be the weak link. I don't really know what we could replace it with at the moment, though. Elusiray? No. Stealth Glider is not a ray. A toy? I mean, we have so much money, we may as well.
I have many toys for you.
A yo-yo could be very interesting. Because the yo-yo... Hold up. Hold up.
Yes, you must have the fun.
Now, we would have no sustain. But this, so it looks like it has a 4-second cooldown. But it doesn't. Because this 2-second cooldown is always going to charge this by 2 seconds. And once the machine gets rolling, this is going to charge this, which is going to charge this. I think this works. May as well refresh, see what she has. Your items gain 3 value. Freeze an item for 1 second. Nah. Get a cinders or transform. I don't really like transform. Inside of cinders, we get a gold one. And now, maybe I'm crazy, but I think Bernacuda actually benefits from the cinders more. Bernacuda is just going to go off more often. And maybe I'm insane, but I think we can take a diamond tier enemy. I'm not gonna look it up.
What's next?
I'm not gonna look up on how Bazaar.
Alive? How about my truck?
Our build is crazy.
Your words than the
Like, I don't think he got off his
inspector.
one-shot thing, but even if he did, we would have taken like half as much damage. And we would have lived. Unless he crits, but I don't think he crits. This is crazy. This feels like a crazy good build. Okay. I'm feeling good. The yo-yo went off 5 times, which is how many times Bernacuda went off. The only thing is, I wish I could guarantee that Bernacuda was going to be flying, but I kind of wanted to watch the replay there, but that's fine. I'll see it in post. First 5 times you use a tool each fight, slow an item for 1 second.
Sail, my boy.
Lighter is a tool. Powder horn is a tool. We don't have the mantis shrimp anymore, but
I sense
there would have been a synergy there.
Let's get rid of it.
When you use a weapon, it gains 3 attack. Could be crazy with yo-yo. Do we have 5 or fewer items? No, we do not. I think
Thanks for trusting me. I hope we can do this again.
the yo-yo might have it. Haste slow and cooldown items, 2 XP or gumballs. I mean, I unfortunately literally don't need the gumballs anymore, but XP is always good. Mountain Pass. I remember this being meta because one of the options, there are no options, permanently gain 10 regen, 1 XP. Okay, this Dooley seems to be in a really bad spot, but day 6, that could be pretty deceptive.
You should know. I'm a bit
Doolies
of a
are known for
legend
their
on
sneaky,
Pelago.
subversive backstabbing tactics. Alright, alright. Stealth glider? Oh my god, we were literally half a second away. Half a second off. Okay. What went wrong? What went wrong? I think something that's happening is it seemed like it was taking too long for the stealth glider to start making things flying. And now we also benefit from having more items. I don't know. It kind of looks like we're stalling. So let's rest. Honestly, rest. Maybe we can take on a legendary enemy. Get some more momentum back. Free skills or gold skills? I think I want a free skill because we're taking too long to get off. And the first time you burn each fight, freezing for 2 seconds would be really good. Freeze for 3 seconds the first time we use a tool. I mean, it's 3 more seconds of freeze.
You know that, right?
Sells medium and large items. Okay, we have 2 different large items we really want upgraded. And Cove, even, maybe there's an argument there if...
Sell you things.
I don't think electric eels, like it would be nice anti-dually tech, but I don't think it's what I want. I don't think any of this is what I want, unfortunately. And with the 700 shield, hopefully we can take on Thug, because this guy, he does a big one-shot thing, but it's gonna be slow, so as long as we can get the flying online, we're taking 30% less damage right now. We're taking 40% less damage now. We're taking 50% less damage now. Can I survive another one of those hits? I would really like to at least get 3 XP, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Okay, our build is stalling. We need upgrades. Offers a variety of boons to defensive items. Okay. Items gain 1 regen? Prove the effects of the options being offered. Permanently gain 5 heal. Permanently gain 5 shield. Let's put, I guess, the shield on the Cove, just in case. Because if we get a golden Cove with it at 43 gold, it might be worth switching over. Get gumballs. Sells ammo items. Am I crazy? I think we might just need to pivot back to the Cove. I'm getting scared that the turbo glider may not be doing enough. Oh god. Do I want to run Stealth Glider? Because it could be a one-shot Vanessa build. And if it is Stealth Glider better than 120 shield every 3 seconds? I don't know. And it's scary to not know.
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun. You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Okay, I have no idea what these items are or why this has a blue bar on top of it. Hopefully the freeze is good enough. 40% damage negation. Hopefully that works. We're doing damage.
Next time,
Okay,
boys,
we
less
won.
plunder, more plunder.
I love the Bazaar, especially when I win. Okay. What happened? Yo-Yo went off 9 times. This was giving us 50% damage negation, like 6 or 7. Like 6, 7 seconds in. And the damage negation seems to work against poison and burn well, too. Oh, so this is chilled. When you use a small item, gain 3 rage, 6 rage, 9 rage. Interesting. Did she have like a rage bar? Can I see? Oh, it's right here. Interesting. And when she hits it... Oh no, that didn't really seem to do much. But, what do I know? Get a haste item. Sells weapons or transform. Maybe I transform the turbo stealth glider? That doesn't seem like a good idea. How about a haste item? Captain's quarters. Haste your tools and vehicles for 2 seconds. Reload your items to ammo. Your items gain 30 damage. This actually... Tools and vehicles. Vehicle. Tool. Tool, but we wouldn't need it. We could cut... No. If we cut stealth glider for it, it really messes with our ability. Like, the stealth glider part of it is making things flying for the jet bike. Buys your large items at +3 value. I wish I was like pig right now, like I had a pig skill that gave me stuff for having this much gold. And the powder keg charges us 2 seconds. If we have another quick burn item, it might be worth just shifting over, like cutting jet bike for powder keg. I don't know, maybe that's crazy. 40% of an enemy's max health. And we don't have any crit. We'll see how it goes, I guess. A golden Burnacuda gives +2 burn. When you burn, use this is interesting. I don't know.
This is how you win a war.
I'm fumbling. We at least got to a bronze victory. Gold tier loot.
Need
8
to throw some
region.
things overboard.
That's something. I lost 1 XP trying to fight a difficult enemy. I'm pretty sure Oasis Guardian will try and one-shot me. Which is what the stealth glider is for. This is not what I remember Oasis Guardian's layout being. But I gotta say, the damage reduction is such a good counter to poison. Well, I guess it's a good counter to 50% of whatever damage the enemy tries to put on you. But for some reason, it feels more impactful for the damage over time. When you slow charge... Okay, I don't want it, but I want the gold from it, so I think I sell Captain's Quarters. I'm kind of just hoarding gold, but I haven't felt like there was something I really wanted. Dooley items. Dooley has small, fast items. Haste, slow, and cooldown items. I don't know, let's see what Dooley has, I guess. Not that. When you sell this, reduce your leftmost item's cooldown by 3%. I guess when you have infinite money, seems good. An item starts flying when you use a friend or flying item, burn 6. Okay, this... There's something here, I think. With replacing... Okay, maybe there's a lot to love here. Not water cooler. Bellista. When you haste, this gains 30 damage. When you haste, charge this 2 seconds. Could also be crazy. Rocket launcher, no. Launchpad. Friend or flying item. These two will be flying really quickly. This will be flying. This is a friend. I think it might be worth considering, and so could the haste. Does this charge this for 1 second? How much haste do I really have, though? Not enough to warrant putting out the Bellista. But the launchpad... Like... If we put the launchpad over here... It has the most burn. Burns for 9. This is going to start flying in 2 seconds. This is going to start flying in 3 seconds. So in 2 seconds, 6, 5. So this is going to start flying in about 4 to 5 seconds. What would be really nice is a jet bike upgrade. But actually, I think, crazy enough, I need the yo-yo upgrade. By just having it go down by 0.1 second, now the sequence is this goes off in 2 seconds, which makes this go off immediately in 2 seconds. So at 2 seconds, yo-yo goes off with the Bernacuda, and then it might get hasted. I think this is correct. In fact, I also kind of want to refresh. When you use a small item or core, charges 2 seconds. Okay. When you sell, we don't need that. When you hit, we don't need that. A diamond micro Dave is... Sorry, Cove. This is... Okay. Now... Just slot it in like that. Small item or core. And then maybe... trade out... the lighter and the seaweed. And now we have... This goes off in 2 seconds. Starts flying. This is going to go down to 4 seconds cooldown. I think by Jove we've got it. Like, if this is going to play out the way this is playing out in my mind, we have something special going on here. And I think I even want to buy the battery just in case. Maybe even the plasma rifle. I'm feeling like we got options now, which is very nice. I unfortunately feel the need to keep jet bike out just for 3 seconds of freeze, if nothing else. But we may be crafting up a Dooley build as Vanessa, which seems wrong. Okay, Vanessa. Presumably you are Vanessa, and I'm Dooley Vanessa. Let's see how this goes.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Oh, her build looks crazy. 8 multicast Sea Dog Saloon. Surely there's no way we can win this, right? I guess unless we put... Come on. Come on.
Land legs make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
I thought I had it. What happened? What happened? This only dealt 85 burn? This only went off 4 times now? This did 249 or 243 burn. So Micro Dave ended up being far less effective than Launchpad. Okay. We've got some more work to do. What about a diamond Micro Dave transformation? What about a fiery yo-yo? A fiery yo-yo would be very nice. Oh god, I don't know what to do. Transform!
Nothing is what it seems. And if it is, I'll change it.
I don't think Bellista is making it.
Change it? Me?
I don't think Life Preserver is making it either, if I'm being honest. Skills?
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with you.
This could actually be really good with a yo-yo.
Rally men, blades to the wind.
Shield on... Is it not going to show me what the enchantments do? Okay. How bizarre time. Shield enchantment on jet bike. What is it called? It's called jet bike. Please don't tell me the item is so new that it's not in How Bazaar yet. Okay, how about sniper? When it has shield, it shields equal to the item's damage. Okay. So that would be some survivability. Micro Dave, shields equal to 5 times the burn.
Buddies.
I will fight
I'm
you,
sobbing.
but only so that I can study you.
Absolutely sobbing.
The lesson you learned today, I learned a century ago.
So... that didn't work, to state the obvious. I think Holsters was not as good as Lighter. upgrade your bronze and silver to gold? Sure.
Let's take a tyrant's whole kingdom.
I know you're always supposed to take enchantment, but enchantment wasn't gonna do it for us. And some of these upgrades might matter. Like yo-yo charging faster? Holsters ended up not doing what I wanted it to do. In fact, I almost want to switch out jet bike too. Teach us skills unique to Vanessa, please. The diamond one. At the start of each fight, the fastest enemy item has its cooldown increased by 2 seconds. That is really good.
Get out of here before someone sees you.
Is it enough to save this run? Probably not, but maybe another skill. First time you haste, an extra second of freeze. Your items have +10 shield for each weapon your enemy has. That could be interesting. Anti-Vanessa tech. Anti-Vanessa tech or 1 extra second of freeze. I think it's unfortunately 1 extra second of freeze. Holsters wasn't doing it.
When you are ready, you will return.
Start with 1100 shield. I'll take 1100 shield, I suppose. Can we beat Gibbous? I don't know who Gibbous is.
The moon is not for you.
When one of your enemy's items is hasted, slow it for 1 second. Interesting. So maybe we just went against an absolutely insane Mac build because
Leave the moon in peace.
I think even without the shield, that guy wouldn't have dealt any damage to us. And he's a diamond. Well, this sucks. Of all the cool things he had. Let's get 22 regen. It might allow us to stall out poison a bit while we get going. I guess gold tier loot on the yo-yo could be alright, I suppose. Non-weapon items.
Deals, not war.
I don't think any of this is going to do it. Having a diamond holsters could have been really nice though. This pig looks absolutely insane.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
My people believe in peace. Boring.
I'm having visions of death. Especially, he has a unique item. When you freeze, charge a weapon. Okay. This looks like it's going pretty badly for me. I think we're going to die to this.
That was invigorating.
30% crit chance and he got 3 crits in a row? Did I see that right? What was the crit? Starts at 30% crit chance. It shoots. It didn't crit. It's at 30%, it crit again. It's at 30%, it crit again. Well, that's the Bazaar for you.
All of this is just training. Our real fight is on Pelago.
Just remember, all of this is just training. Our real fight is on Pelago. And we got 2 loot boxes. I guess we'll go ahead and open the loot boxes. Ooh. I'm level 1 now. And while I open the loot boxes, I guess I'll go ahead and say, like, you know, oh, we can do 10 at a time. You get a little dopamine hit off this. Why don't you leave a like or a subscribe? I get a little dopamine hit off that. Takes you like 5 seconds max. Well, not gonna lie, all of the collectibles in the bazaar seem to be trash, but that's okay. Until next time, you will have a beautiful day.